This is going to be the Gilera first start video. I found one of those, put a bolt that goes through. I've made that million part that goes to the bottom of the airbox. I'll find that in a minute. I've put the fuses there. I don't know where this goes, but I know that goes on that side. Drill 2 holes in there because they're not the proper fuse boxes or relays. They haven't got the clips on, but at least they're on secure. When you put this on, have the radiator disconnected from down here, and the battery case goes on first. Then put that in. Push it through, put it in a minute. But anyway, what happened is, at the beginning of this video, I've showed that clip when it started. That was with no coolant. Sometimes I start them with no coolant. And having a Fina head gasket, I've read up on forums that you start them up with no coolant, but I wasn't doing it for that reason. I just started up because the lad said it had loads of leaks, but when it was sat, I just got some antifreeze for it, coolant. When it was sat, there was not one leak from the radiator, from any of the pipes, anything. All was all slack when it come. All the gaskets were leaking, but I think this one was leaking because that bolt earlier on today, there was a bit of oil underneath, and I tightened that up, and that's like nipped this full bottom casing up instead of just that big bolt nipping into the clutch casing and not nipping this part. So when I nipped that up, the oil stopped. It's all dry underneath. When I filled it up with coolant, I put it in the yard. I was trying to start it up, it wouldn't start. I flooded it loads of times. I couldn't get it to start. And I got in the house, and I don't know if that's on these clutches on or clutches off, but anyway, I put it like that, and it fired straight up in the house. And when I looked, there was drips. So when I checked, there was drips coming out the front of the head, round there. So I put a new head on, and it's all rigged back up. Here's the old head, all the iron stuff on and that. At the front of it, it's not flat. It's cool. I put in as well. Good stuff, the yellow stuff. Drained it out, put it in a bottle on the windowsill. Put that back in. Just got to get that bracket on there. I'm going to put all them cables under the bracket. That one under there. Under there. And it's going to keep all the wiring neat instead of how it was. So all I've got to do is double clip that onto the radiator. Get the airbox into the subframe before we tighten the subframe back up. Because when I pulled the subframe off, the back exhausts come off. And I've just tried it before when I've just put the new head on. And I just fired straight up. And it was dead loud in the house. It's 4 o'clock in the morning. Well, at least it started straight up. That's the airbox I've had on it. That bit's missing. And that's the bar. I've made that bar. I've just put tape round. This is the new one I'm putting on. Just cleaned all the inside of it. It's got the 2 clips on the front where the water bottle fits onto. But anyway, this here is £17 from Fowler's. That I've got that as well. They're £11 from Fowler's, and the new airbox is 190. So it's just saves buying one of these. It fits in there like that. The normal metal bar what goes in is the same width as the black tape all the way down. But that's in there, and it's keeping the airbox steady now. So we're gonna get the airbox on, onto there where the subframe slack, and we'll put the filter out of that one into there and the top off there into there as well. Things tighten up. I've got that bracket on now with the wires underneath. So it's had a new head, new reeds, put a box, the thing on the bottom, the long bolt, 210 main gasket, 210 main jet, and the selector fork, and the gearbox, that little stopper on the flywheel. See, the bottom end's all been rebuilt, top end didn't need rebuilt, it's just been done. Power valve set, oil pump set. So let's see, we're just going to get that, get top up with coolant, make sure there's no leaks with the new head on. Then we can put the tank on and the panels on, then it's done. But it starts up straight away now, touch of the button. That's the airbox on. I've still got to put them bolts in, but that big long one's through with the stopper to keep it steady. And you can see the black part of the airbox. This sits on top of it. Now I'll put the filter out of that one into there and get the battery back on. That's the airbox in. New filters in. I've got to put the top on. It's down there. But if you see that hole there, that hole, a pipe comes out and goes down to a vacuum here, and then to a pipe to a vacuum here, and then a pipe goes down there, down to the exhaust. You can see this where the pipe's been snapped off. They've normally got a pipe snapped off there. And I've read on forums that gives it too much air something, so that might need plugged up. I'm going to get the top case on now. I've got a subframe bolted up on each side. He wants a new brake thing on as well. I don't know if I've got them. I've just checked the £30 from Fowler's. I don't know if he wants to buy one from there or not, but I'm going to get the top one, and then we'll get a hose for that clamp there, and then we'll start it up, and then put up, if there's no leaks this time, we'll put all the panels on. That's the airbox on now, everything's on. Just like I say, we need that clip for the radiator to top the coolant up, but now everything's on. Just give it one quick try. So it starts alright. Check the indicators and that indicator. That indicator. Brake light. Back brake light. So everything's working. Just got to top up the coolant in the morning.